Yo guys, what is up? slimshaynee here to bring you back another video, and for this video today, I'm going to be bringing you guys some best bang for your buck deals, basically. I believe you guys will really love all these deals. A lot of them are really nice, a lot of the things are on sale, and a lot of electronics I have found for you guys if you're interested. So anyways, let us get right into the video. Alright guys, for the first thing here, as you can see, is the mid-range PCs from CyberPower PC. All of them are fairly decent, as you can see, with a Core i5 with around 3 GHz processor if you were to estimate both of them together, but the one has 3.5 and the other one's 2.8, with both of them running with an 8 GB DDR4 RAM, which isn't too bad, with kind of average graphics card, but you definitely can upgrade that. The next thing that we have here is the Siren 2 wireless waterproof Bluetooth speaker. The deal is out now, but it's still a really good speaker. And if you want to go by the pool or go in the shower, you want to throw out a speaker, put on your favorite music, boom, there you go. It's pretty good. A lot of good reviews on it. Not really too many people that dislike it. It's really good, and it's 79% clean. So good stuff. Good stuff. If you guys are interested with that at all. Probably can look up some videos if you guys really want to. There's also many other speakers that are waterproof as well, such as this one right here that is like a heavy duty speaker that can take some damage if you drop it or anything like that. Possibly everybody's favorite speaker, if everybody wants to choose one, the UE Boom 2, which is also a waterproof speaker and shockproof as well. It's pretty loud too, and it used to be $200, but they brought the price down to $130, which is really good. And of course, that's a bang for its buck. For the next thing here is the Amazon Fire TV Gaming Edition. It's a streaming media player, which isn't too bad. It streams a lot of the Amazon games, and there's other cool games as well, such as Shovel Knight and Minecraft if you guys are into that. I prefer getting the NVIDIA Shield TV because it has a higher performance, but it is a little bit more. As you can see, the Amazon Fire TV is like $115, while the Shield is $200, with the other variant for I think like 500 gigs for like $300 if I'm right. The next thing here is the Thunderbolt port compatible to HDMI, DVI, and DisplayPort for Mac devices. So if you really need a Thunder port such as this right here, it's definitely going to come in handy. There's other versions too, which you'll see in a minute. But as you can see, it has the DVI-D, also has the DisplayPort, and it has the HDMI port. But some of them only had 2 on there. But that one's pretty good for its price if you want to get all 3 of them, just in case. The next thing here is the Samsung wireless charging pad for your, any wireless, or not wireless, but any wireless capable phone for the wireless charging. I think I said that right. But mostly some phones can, have the wireless charge, such as the latest Galaxy devices, such as the S7 and the S6. And some of the Sony Xperia phones as well. So those are really good despite on the price that Samsung has and for the build quality. The next thing here is probably one of the most bought items for mouses on Amazon. Actually, I think it is the most bought mouse on Amazon, which is the Red Dragon. It has a 2000 DPI for how much it is as a mouse for when you're using it in game. So it's not too bad. It definitely gets the job done whenever you need it as reliability. It's not going to have anything too different than some of the regular mouse that are pretty cheap, but it is a lot more cheaper for some random reason. Not a lot more, but it is a little bit cheaper. It really looks nice aesthetically. As you can see, it has like a red look, so if you guys are into that, you definitely can get that if you don't have that much money on you, and then upgrade later. The next thing here is some of the, storage devices, which are really nice and really handy. A lot of them have a lot of storage, despite on how much they cost, which is really funny, because you can see that some of the prices are really freaking nice on some of these right here, as you can see, such as the 16 gig having, only $6, which is really nice, with the 200 SD card, or 200 storage SD card, yeah. With it only costing like around like half $100, which is good. It's around 60 bucks. I'm gonna call it 60 ducks. Gotta change it up. No, I'm playing. But as you can see here, this is a hub for USB 3.0 So it is going to charge everything pretty quickly. It's not 3.1 sadly, so it's not going to be the latest USB 3.0, but it is 3.0, so it's not that bad. It's really good. The little LEDs light up too, which is pretty nice. You can toggle on with the power switches beside the USB ports. The next thing here is the Asus Chromebook with 11.6 inches on the display with a little bit of waterproof resistant design, which is really nice. And you actually can bend it back pretty far, as you can see from the picture right there. There's two variants of the Asus Chromebook with 2 gigs of memory and 4 gigs of memory. I would highly prefer getting the 4 gigs of memory because you'll definitely will see the difference. And you are able and capable of having more tabs open without the Asus Chromebook lagging like crazy, because I'll be honest, 2 gigs won't really get you too far. I talked about that a little bit with my Chromebox. So for a battery case, which a lot of people are probably interested in, I know a lot of people still have the iPhone 6s Plus. So if you do, this is definitely for you right here. It's not really that much. It's only 30 bucks compared to how much they are originally, which is $80, and even the iPhone 7 has that much of a price point for its cases, for its battery cases, which is insane. The next thing here, this is probably my favorite thing on the list because of how much of a price drop it is. As you can see right here, with it only being $300, with it before only being 330 bucks, which is kind of crazy. I prefer getting it with the fan, which is the Hyper cooler from Cooler Master, which is really nice, which I'll show you guys a little bit later because that's on a deal as well, which is really good. The next thing here is the ProScran 28-inch 720p 60Hz LED TV. If you guys are on a big budget and you want a TV that basically just gets the job done, if you just have a PS4 or anything like that, if you probably a lot of people for getting this TV, they probably don't have gaming PCs, of course, because who's going to use a gaming PC on a TV? You're going to be using that for a monitor instead. So this is going to be more for the people that have Xbox Ones, 360s, and PS3s and PS4s. So this is a really good TV, or TVs, I must say, if you have those game consoles on you, which is really nice. And some of the prices for some of these TVs are really good, as you can clearly see. A lot of them are all at 60 hertz native refresh rate, which is really nice if, it's going to be a lot better and a lot smoother than older TVs, of course. Maybe you just want to get a bit of an upgrade, and after a little while you just want to get a new TV. Maybe it broke from a Wii remote, who knows? I don't know who has a Wii remote anymore, but if you do, then boom, just get one of these TVs. It'll definitely get the job done. There's probably other TVs out there that have a better deal, but this one's a really nice deal for its price, and especially how much, how big they are for its price, so that's really good. The next thing here, there's actually 2 tablets I'm going to show you. This one's the All-in-Fire HD 8 tablet with an 8-inch display, and it only has around a 12-hour battery life, which isn't too bad. You can upgrade the storage on it to 32 gigs if you're really interested in that. It does cost quite a bit more, but it's definitely worth it if you guys definitely want to do that. It also comes with a couple different colors if you guys are really interested with that. I prefer getting the 32 gig, and probably the best looking color on there is probably the red or blue, if you want a preference. But the black is probably the best one if you're going to be watching movies or TV shows, so you can have more of a whole cinematic view in a way, if you want to, if that's how we can put it in that perspective. I think it's only 20 bucks more if you get the 16 gig version, but for the 7-inch display right here, as you can see, it's not really that much either. It's a little bit cheaper than the 8-inch, which is really nice. So you can probably get this for a sibling if you really need to or want to. So if you guys are really wanting to get that for a sibling or for a brother and sister, then there you go. The next thing here is a really good deal for how crazy it is. It's a USB-C hub with 7 USB 3.0 ports. 7. I guess that's what you're going to need if you have the new MacBook Pro, because it only has 4 USB Type-C ports, which is kind of stupid. And I know a lot of people think that as well. It's kind of dumb how they did that, but they are trying to thin out the laptops nowadays, so kind of does make sense out of all. So, but as you can see, it's really good for its price. It's only 15 bucks if you are into that at all. The GoPro Hero, I know a lot of people are into using GoPros, And the GoPro Hero just went down to $90 where it used to be $130. So that's really, really nice, especially because it records in 1080p. So if you guys don't really have a good camera, or if you just want to do some, action and you want to do some cinematic stuff with a camera, then here you go, the GoPro. It's definitely good. It's really nice. There is other brands such as Vivitar, but they're not as great as GoPro. There is a starter bundle if you want to get the headband strap, which I definitely recommend getting this instead of the regular base. So if you guys are interested with making any cool videos, then you can do that. Here's the other mouse I've been talking about, where it's around $40, which is a better price than the old other Razer mouse. I forgot what it was called. I think it's the Death Adder or something like that. I don't know. But this one's a really nice mouse. As you can see, it's the diamond back chroma mouse, which is really good. As you can see on the sides too, it has a really nice design with a little bit of a rainbow look on it. But yeah, out of all, this is a really nice mouse if you want to get more of a better built mouse than the other one that I showed you earlier. Now, here's probably one of the best bang for your buck deals right here, in my opinion, because I know a lot of people don't really want to make any gaming PCs. Maybe they're just more wanting to go portable and always are going out. So this is definitely for you if you are on the go. It's a really nice price point, and it also has a GTX 1060 inside, which is really, really nice. And they usually do cost quite a bit, but because in such such inside a small form factor, it's actually really nice for the price that it has right here. So I definitely prefer getting this if you guys are into getting into PC gaming. If you just want to play on a laptop or something like that, this is definitely for you. If you want to downgrade, if that price is too much, you could always go to the GTX 960M with 8 gigs of RAM with a 512 gigabyte SSD, which I don't really recommend as much. But if you guys definitely do want to do that, you definitely can. For all these things I have talked about in this video, all of them will be in the description below. If you guys want to go check it out, all will be in order. Here's the Cooler Master Hyper 212 fan that I was talking about for the Core i7 67K, which is really good. It's going to cool off the processor quite a bit, so you guys won't have any trouble with that at all whatsoever. There is other versions of this CPU cooler, but I believe you only need the 4 heat pipes if you want to get a nice cool, especially because 5 heat pipes, you don't really need it too much. I would just recommend getting the 4 pipes. But that's basically the CPU cooler right there. Also has a LED, which is really good as well. I believe there's a blue LED version, I think, if I'm not wrong. For the last thing right here is the mid-tower gaming case from Corsair, which is really a nice case. A lot of people showed a lot of videos on it. It's really nice, as you can see. It can fit a lot of graphics cards in there. Some of them, it might not fit all of them. I don't know if it'll fit a Titan X GTX, but if you want to try that, then you always can look up videos on that if you really want to. There's a Spec 2 version as well, but I just recommend getting the Spec 1. It's really good for its price. But anyways, I hope this really helped out you guys. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed, and if this helped, all the things will be in the description below. But anyways, have a great one, guys.